98% of dudes rapping, they ain't nice as me. 98% ain't live the same type of life as me. The judge gave me life and then they sent me where the life is be. That level 4 with depth and vice, the type of stuff they like to see. Two choices, fight or flee. I refuse to die a chump. I never been a mark, but damn, it's scary when that riot jump. I seen dudes cry, get pumped, and some sexually brutalized. Knew a dude who lost his life and he was only doing 5 year-long racial fights when homie all you do is ride. Lonely days and nights up in a hole causing suicide. From the moment you arrive, you see the Mexican mafia, AB skinheads with big giant swastikas, pro-black philosophers, the BGF, the Kumi, and Muslims who will murk you from the nation to the Sunni. That MS was loony, quick to ride up on they rival. Even Christians went to church, hide knives up in a Bible. Political and tribal, the Crips and Damus, the Long Beach, the Hubs and the Dubs and the Grooves, the IE, the Bakersfield, the Dago Pyrus, the Hustlers quick to roll, the gangsters don't move.
Say, what's cracking, YouTube? It's your boy 16 to Life, and I'm back like I'm on a parole violation. You're down! For those of y'all that's new to my page, in 1994, I got arrested. I was eventually sentenced to 16 years plus life, and I served 24 years straight in the California prison system. Yeah, that's me gassing on that intro song right there. And if you want to get that song, you can purchase it on a 10-song EP that you get directly from me on a digital download link. If you're interested, hit me up on my email, 16tolifemusic@gmail.com, Cash App, PayPal, or Zelle me $20. I'm going to get it to you ASAP. If you want to check out more of my music, go to my YouTube playlist, scroll down to gas stations, or type in 16 to Life gas stations, and you can hear much more of my music there. Now let's hop right up into this. So yeah, you already know what time it is, man. It's Free Game Friday. Now normally I come on here and I talk about the things that I experienced in prison or the lifestyle that led me to prison. But on Fridays, what I like to call a Free Game Friday. And that's which I come on here and I try to spread a little game to individuals who are still out there in the street, especially the younger individuals, in the same manner that my older homies would give to me and my younger homies when we was in the streets, in hopes to help us move smarter and eventually move out of the streets altogether, man. So let's hop into this new Free Game Friday, right? And I'm calling this one the backdoor mentality. Now, I'm going to keep it 100 with y'all. This is something that I do not understand, right? Because this is something that was not, I'm not even going to say prevalent. This is something that was not even existing in my days of being in the streets. And the backdoor mentality, or backdooring one of your homies, which is basically killing one of your homies, right? Doing some dirt to one of your homies, or doing something doulo to one of your homies, you know, to use an expression from back in my days, that was unthinkable. You know what I'm saying? And so to me, it's a trip how an individual can have the mentality that it's okay to kill one of his homies. I mean, you know, it's so many different ways I can go with this, right? Because when I was growing up, and it's a trip, right? Dudes from my generation, regardless of, they could be 100 miles away, 2-3 hours away. When I got locked up in the pen with them and we would talk, we all had the same experiences, man. Whether a dude was in Compton, whether a dude was up there in Sacramento, or whatever, right? And so what I'm meaning by that is, you know, growing up in my era, man, we knew each other for a long time, man. A homie was really considered a friend. As I look back on it nowadays, man, I got homies right now that I talk to and kick it with and hang out today with. Man, we was in 2nd and 3rd grade together. We've been knowing each other sometimes since 4th, 5th grade, sometimes since 1st grade, kindergarten. And so when you grow up in that type of environment, and your mother is friends with your homies' mothers, and they go to church together and hang out and all that old type of stuff, you guys grow up like brothers. You spend the night at each other's house. You go to the same church, the same swimming pool, play in the same YMCA or Little League basketball. These dudes are really more like your brothers. And then later on in life, you guys may just happen to hop in the same type of strip, the same type of criminal street activity, right? And so outside of one of the homies doing something that went against the code of the streets, like telling on somebody, outside of that, doing something to your homeboy was unimaginable back in my day, man. The thought of even pulling a weapon on one of your homeboys, or even talking about going to get one of your homeboy, going to get a weapon on one of your homeboys, man, would get your head whooped loose. Oh, what? He talking about getting a weapon on the homie? You don't do nothing to the homie. So in this day and age, right, where backdooring one of your homeboys or basically killing one of your homeboys is something that is accepted and prevalent, is just beyond me, right? I couldn't even imagine hanging around an individual who would feel it was okay to kill one of the homies from our section, right? Because if he'll kill one of the homies from the section, he'll kill me under the right circumstances. And under what circumstance is cool to kill one of your homeboys, right? Like I said, I can't see it, man. And in my opinion, in this day and age, right, where we have, so many social media platforms, in my opinion, it has changed the individuals who will hop into the streets and who hop into the gangs, man. Back in my days, you had a selective few who would get into the streets, right? And when I say a selective few, what I mean is you would have older dudes in the neighborhood, man, who had been watching you or knowing you for years, right? And sometimes if the wrong individual tried to come hang out, they would tell him, hey, man, listen, get on up out of here, get up. And they'd run him off, knowing that, man, I've been watching this dude who does not make the cut, man. I've been knowing Chill, man, since Chill was 6. Or dudes who have been knowing you all your life. And so, man, I remember when the dude, took your bike. You didn't do nothing. Two years later, a dude slapped you when y'all was up there playing basketball. You didn't do nothing. A year later, a dude punched your sister. You didn't do nothing. You are not cut out for this type of life. And they would run you out. You know what I'm saying? I mean, as crazy as it may seem, dudes were somewhat selected for this type of lifestyle, or at least approved for the type of lifestyle by their older homies when they would see certain things happen in the hood, even if it was negative. And now looking back on it with a mature mind, it makes no sense. But certain type of individuals in that lifestyle, man, gave the approval of other dudes. Everybody just wasn't allowed to come to the block and hang out and sell this and sell that, because honestly, they couldn't be trusted, right? You had to win the approval and the admiration of older individuals. But nowadays, I think that with all these social media sites, it makes this lifestyle look glamorous. And you have individuals who want to come and they want to hang out because it seems cool, right? But they do not make the cut. And so some of these individuals may not even be from the particular neighborhood in which they want to hang out in, because maybe that neighborhood at the particular time is popping on the internet or is popping in the city, and so it's just cool to try to be down with this type of stuff, with this particular area, right, at that specific time. But when you don't have lifelong connections to individuals, in my opinion, that's part of the reason why it's so easy to backdoor and take the life of one of your homeboys. But I look at it like this. If you and I are both representing the same gang, the same squad, the same section, whatever it is, right? And you think it's cool to kill me, I'm representing the wrong section. You know what I'm saying? I'm hanging around the wrong people, man. If you have a homeboy that is willing to kill one of your other homeboys, this dude is willing to kill you under the right circumstances, man. Like I said, I remember when I was growing up and we was out there on the block hustling and selling yay. Even for a homeboy to drop his sack and another homie to pick it up and not give it back, that was damn near considered treason. Like if I'm hustling and I happen to drop my pack and I don't realize it, and then another homie picked it up and wouldn't say nothing, man, that was damn near like, man, you scandalous, homie. The homie dropped his work and you not supposed to give it back to him. Back in my days, man, it's like we all wanted to see each other win, and so nowadays I just cannot wrap my head around backdooring one of my homeboys, man. Doing something to one of my homeboys, a dude who I have known all my entire life. And maybe he gets a female that I want to get, or he gets a car, or this dude is hustling, right? He's getting big bread and I'm hustling, But I'm not managing my money right. Dudes don't look at it like that, right? I'm running around, I'm doing silly stuff with my money. I'm flossing, maybe I'm getting hotel rooms and buying clothes, and the homie is stacking. Every time the homie, flip his pack, he go back, he get more. You know what I'm saying? I'm not managing my money right. And now I'm not considering all that. 3 or 4 months later, I look up now, the homie is balling, he doing good, and now I feel that he should help me, when in all actuality, I had many opportunities to help myself, and I just didn't help myself. So now I want his help, because he manages his money. In essence, he manages his money better than I manage my money, right? He sees me messing my money off. This dude don't have no obligation to help me. So he's basically like, hey, chill, you know what I'm saying? You out here like I'm out here, homie. You gotta get it. So now I get upset because this dude don't want to help me. And now I want to eliminate this dude and take this dude's life. Now I'm looking for reasons, fickle reasons, to justify doing something to this dude, right? A dude who I'm considering at one point in time a homie. And then you have other dudes who are willing to, entertain the thoughts of me killing my homie, because that's something that is accepted in this day and era, man. But if a dude is willing to kill his homie, I'm telling y'all, man, this is a dude that cannot be trusted in any way, shape, or form. And under the right circumstances, the dude will backdoor you as well, man. So y'all just think about that, man. If you are willing to hang around an individual who is willing to eliminate your homie and one of his homies, under the right circumstances, he'll backdoor you as well, man. You already know what it is. It's Friday, and that's some free game for you.